Alright, folk. We are at the last game leaving Game Pass. And it is a unique one. You thought Commandos 3 was unique. You thought Black Desert was unique. You thought Nuclear Throne was unique. You thought Tinykin was unique. Well, nobody thought Tinykin was unique. Guess what? All of them pale in comparison to Immortality, which is a game about Marissa Marcel's movies. I don't know who Marissa Marcel is. Don't know anything about it. But there is an advisory right here at the beginning. So the movies. Also, I don't know if this is like copyright content. I only just thought about that. Like, if this is like real, I thought that maybe they were like, you know, showing like pre-recorded footage or whatever. Like, and people like made the movies for the game. But if this is actual movie content, it could possibly be copyrighted. So I may not be able to upload this portion to YouTube, and Twitch could potentially copyright claim it as well. But I mean, it's just part of the stream that I can also edit out eventually. But for right now, you guys get to see it. So it comes with an advisory. It says the movies of Marissa Marcel are presented untouched or edited and reflect the values of their times. Viewers are encouraged to check the content warning on the main menu for a description of content, which may offend or upset. So I don't know what that means, but you may be offended or upset by whatever is in Immortality. An interactive restoration of 3 movies. Marissa Marcel. What's the content warning about? Why is... Viewers are warned that the film footage collected here contains subject matter that may be upsetting. The stories are taken from the gothic, thriller, and supernatural genres and tackle themes and elements such as... I may actually not be able to play this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I probably won't be able to play this. She walked up and now she's walking away. Short History of Marissa Marcel by Sam Barlow. Marissa Marcel is more than just an enigma. Born in France, Marissa moved to London in the late 60s, where she worked as a photographer's model. Her appearance in a soap commercial was spotted by a casting director and led to her being cast from thousands of hopefuls by Arthur Fisher as Matilda in his 1968 Ambrosio. The movie was never released. Whoa, what? Marcel followed this up with the 1970 movie Minsky, a collaboration with her DP from Ambrosio, John Durick. The movie was never finished. Marcel was not heard from for over 20 years until in 1999 she reappeared to film Two of Everything, reuniting with John Durick, now a successful and acclaimed director. With Durick's death, this movie was also shuttered. Marissa Marcel was never heard from again. In 1968, many thought Marcel would become a huge star, but these days she's largely forgotten. A few dedicated enthusiasts have attempted to find her lost movies and floated their own theories of what happened to Marissa Marcel, to no avail. Then, in 2020, a breakthrough, a large cache of film was discovered containing footage from all 3 of Marcel's movies. After carefully collating and scanning the footage, we have created this piece of computer software in an attempt to preserve this work and share it so that Marissa may live again in the hearts of audiences. So, Marissa Marcel, Amy Archer, Larry Godwin, a film by John Durick. It's Two of Everything. Minsky with Marissa Marcel and Carl Greenwood, a John Durick picture. She inspired his greatest artworks. Now she's making a killing. Ooh! Okay, and then the first one that was made was Ambrosio. Robert Jones, Sophia Morgana, Marissa Marcel. The most tempting sight since Eve. That's probably the one with nudity. Mocked up posters, top to bottom, Ambrosio, Minsky, and Two of Everything. I don't know what's gonna be in here, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this or not. Like, Twitch freaks out if you have nudity or sex-related things. Like, if you just kind of like, if it's a quick second and you don't focus on it and you move past, it's okay. But I'm not gonna lie, like, this sounds very cool. It sounds fun, but I just don't think that it's something that I can risk, like, I can risk streaming, if I'm being honest. So I think that we're gonna have to cancel on Immortality. Though it is like a game here. It had its own category and everything, but I just kind of don't want to take that risk for a game leaving Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have played it off stream first and then came and looked at it, I would know for sure. But I don't think it's something that I can do. You maybe show, like, I'll try the first like 3 or 4 minutes, and then if it's too weird or it doesn't work out, then we'll go ahead and call it quits. So. Film grid. Every piece of restored film footage from Marissa Marcel's career is organized here on the grid. Zoom 3 times. Zoom 2 times. Zoom 1 time. Move across the grid. Use the D-pad or L to move the selector. Once a piece of footage is selected, press A to play it. That looks like some sex be having. I can tell if this is just like a priest or if that's supposed to be like Jesus or something. Here, let's watch this scene. How about that? Scree the footage on a piece of Huh? Once a piece of footage is selected, press A to play it. It's kind of like scrambled. Playback. This interactive restoration emulates Moviola machines that would have been used to review this footage originally. Tilt the right stick in a direction to scrub the footage. Flick it to spin the reel in that direction. Spin several times to move quickly. Press A to pause the footage. Press it again to resume.
Now you must be very excited.
I am excited.
Now you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can Can we tell the people at home how old you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now, we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting. It is finished, right?
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it, 10,000?
Oh, I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked the theater. Yeah.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk.
Image navigation. To navigate and organize the footage, we provide a novel concordance feature. Pause the footage, then press Y to enter image mode. Use L to move the cursor over a key image, such as an actor's face, for an important prop. Press A and the concordance will match cut to another shot in which it appears. New footage will be added to the film grid.
And then there's a lot of drama, magic, and
Oh, is it going backwards?
Well,
Oh,
I don't
that's...
want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk. And then
This is like, has like a very... kind of a creepy factor to it as well. It's a little, just a little unsettling. Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, I pressed start. It says L to start. And then right triggered it in. Oh, okay. I accidentally
Now we know you from
went too far.
we know from movies.
I had done modeling, and I liked the theater.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk. And then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Marissa Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
Oh my God.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie.
Well, Mr. Fisher was quite the teacher.
Now I heard he can be quite demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head, and nothing is going to come between him and that, not even the actors.
And this is Mr. Fisher's first film with nudity, correct?
Yes, well, you know, he felt that a modern motion picture should reflect the times.
And you filmed this in Europe.
Correct.
They go for that in Europe, the nudity.
Yes, our producer said, we are born naked, and if we are lucky, we die naked. So why not shoot the movie naked?
Well put.
He kept his clothes on.
Okay, so Ambrosio is one we absolutely cannot
I hope
watch.
so.
Yeah, and now, you're not in New York only to talk about Ambrosio, but you're filming another picture.
That's right, yes, with John Jurek, who was the director of photography on Ambrosio. We're writing it
So the
together.
director
That is amazing.
saw
You're smarter than you look.
20,000 girls and then picked this girl.
Just kidding. So what is this movie about?
So it's called Minsky, and it's about an artist who is killed, and the suspect, the number one suspect, is his muse. That's the part I play, and there is a detective investigating, and he falls for her.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, he has a cop mindset, and it's really about the clash between the artists, how they live, and this cop mindset, the conservative mindset, I guess. He is surprised by how messy the lives of artists are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We've had some on the show. Mr. Warhol. Have you met Mr. Warhol?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Yes, we had him on the show, and he hardly spoke. Such a towering figure, and yet such a small, quiet man in person, you know, but his superstars, though, that's what he calls them, superstars. They are quite playful.
Yes, we'd like to put some of them in our movie.
Well, just make sure you've got a chaperone. And you like New York?
Oh, yes, I love it. The people are so interesting.
All right, well, we've got to take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out for us?
Now, marvelous magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
Magic indeed.
Okay, so is okay. No, we can't. No, I can't watch Ambrosio. It's go back. Yeah.
Nine.
How about this dude?
They say she's become a recluse.
Okay.
Next.
I guess this is another interview.
Well, I'm excited to see this new movie.
Well, you have to tell me what you think.
Yeah, must feel like a new start for you. Can you talk about what happened with your previous movie?
Now, I'm sure everyone here has read about this or heard the gossip. I was making a movie in New York.
Your first as director?
Yes. At the time, I'd done quite a bit of work as a director of photography. This was my first. It would have been a superb movie. There was an accident on set, and an actor called Greenwood was unfortunately injured and later died.
Whoa.
After that, we felt it was in everyone's best interest that we stop the movie. We decided not to finish.
And this movie also starred Marissa Marcel, and I gather it put a stop to her career. They say she's become a recluse.
I don't want to speak for Marissa, but I think recluse may be inaccurate. Because she didn't choose the court celebrity, I just think that makes her normal. I don't really think she disappeared or anything. She just chose a different life.
Have you met with Marissa since that movie?
I have not.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a commercial here, and when we come back, we will have some amazing new music.
Yeah, I have no clue if any of this is like real or not. It is an interesting game so far.
Years old, and I will be auditioning for the role of Minsky.
Scene 14, Marissa reading for Susie's part. We cut the interrogation room, pieces of photocopied diary, pages stuck to the wall behind Goodman. Frankie Santora. Goodman's waiting for an answer. Opposite him, Holly Honey. She's pretending to think about the question.
Frankie could be a woman's name or something else. A lot of people come and go in our crowd, but I don't remember a Santora.
What kind of people?
People who work in the arts. Painters, sculptors, models, murderers.
Minsky ever get into anything with anyone at the warehouse?
Minsky didn't come in that often. He looked down on us. I even told Franny to stop coming by. He took her under his wing when she was 17 and didn't want us expanding her horizons too much. Franny expanded her own horizons plenty. She was already painting before she met him.
Minsky, have a...
She's greeted by the beautiful Isabella, 40s, wearing a white blouse and long dress. She has the vague continental accent that could put her from anywhere.
Maria, it's such a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Isabella Hessenberg.
Isabella kisses Heather on both cheeks, squeezing her upper arms approvingly. Heather smiles, slightly uncomfortable.
So healthy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Would you like something to eat?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I ate on the plane.
Well, have a drink.
A maid with a tray of champagne flutes steps forward. Isabella passes one to Heather, takes one for herself.
Thank you. This place is so beautiful. Did you do all of this yourself?
B. Isabella looks at her, eyes narrowed, and Heather thinks she's messed it up already. Then Isabella smiles.
No.
Bort Hansen did most of it. Do you know him? He just did Calvin Klein's Miami home?
I don't know Bort, but I do know Calvin Klein. I have some of his underwear.
Isabella laughs politely.
Well, shall I show you around? I would love that.
The bodyguard follows with the bag as Isabella shows her two interior Hessenberg residence living room. A massive living room with a white grand piano and a view of the city. Isabella runs her hand along the piano.
This is beautiful.
Perhaps you can perform for us here later tonight.
I'd love to, but my piano skills are a little rusty.
We'll have someone play for you.
She's sizing Maria up with her eyes.
Andrew was surprised you said yes. He was convinced something like this would be beneath you.
Oh, well...
There's no shame in doing something for the money. Michelangelo worked on commission.
That would make Mr. Hessenberg the Pope?
Andrew is no pope. And you are no Michelangelo. I mean that as a compliment. All of Michelangelo's women look like men with tits stuck on them.
And scene.
Amy, that was fabulous.
Should we go get something to eat, and then after this, see how you do with Maria?
Okay. Maybe the pitcher of water?
She waits.
Is that all?
She feels the pressure to entertain Ambrosio. I have had impure thoughts.
Please detail them.
There is a servant in my employ who is very handsome. I have daydreamed of kissing him.
No, we can't have anything of Ambrosio. Ambrosio is just
Fran, you ever mentioned,
terrible so far.
Frankie?
Heard that name before. But everyone has more than one name. I wasn't born Holly Honey, you know. Frankie Santora sounds like a drag act or a gangster. Maybe you should try Club 88. Plenty of both there.
And cut. Action.
Decadence suits you.
You think Olga did it?
I lied about burning her letters. I told Minsky I did, but I kept them. To preserve her voice for posterity.
What's in them?
She loved him. She begged him to take her back. But she also remembered the bad stuff. She gave a necklace he made her as a gift to a friend. He was so angry he put a cigarette out in her face. If you look at his green portrait 32, you
What?
can see the burn mark. He painted it in.
Hold on. I just want to see if that. Oh, no, there's nothing about the statue. Something to do with the chair, or whatever's going on with the chair. Also the lamp. We can watch a little bit more of the scene, but everything seems a little too risky.
Olga was 15 when they met. In the same way he repainted and repainted to reduce his paintings to pure form, he broke his girls down until they were the forms he wanted. But when he's done with you, you have nothing left. The rest of the world is just negative space.
Was he done with you?
No, I was different. I was done with him.
Okay, let's go again. From the top with the touch points enter.
Cut to a little while later.
Other sleeps? On the other side of the plane, the bodyguard reads a paperback thriller. And cut.
How was I?
You stole our hearts.
It's so... This whole experience is very weird. Very strange. And I really don't know what all's in here. I already kind of went over everything earlier. I just don't think that we're gonna be able to watch a lot of this. It just deals with too much like hot button stuff and things that aren't really allowed. I don't know if any of this is real. It kind of seems like it's all like fake because it's so just creepily done. It all seems like fake, but I guess that's part of the nuance and what you're supposed to like find out as you're playing the game. Very, very interesting. Gameplay mechanics, it's actually pretty well designed for what they're trying to go with. I wish we could do more, but we just aren't going to be able to do more, unfortunately. I just can't take the risk for it. But let me go ahead and see what the pricing is on this game. It is normally $19.99, and it's on sale for $15.99 right now with Game Pass. And today is the last day that you can get this deal, so if you're interested in this game, go ahead and pick it up right now. If there's any games that y'all want to see a full playthrough of, let me know. You're welcome to donate towards any of the cost of any of them. And if by request, if y'all let me know if there's any that you want to see the rest of, then we'll take a look at it and see what we can do. Alright, folk, this has been pretty fun so far. I'm going to do maybe another... I'm going to take a quick BRB and then we'll decide if we're going to do a little bit more Tinykin or not. I may not. I may just go ahead and end the stream here. It's been a nice long stream so far. So, alright. That was Immortality. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It seems really entertaining. It's very intriguing. I would like to see more of this game, but I don't have more time to dedicate to it today. We've already had let's see how long 6 hours and 20 minutes so far is how long we've been streaming. So let me do a pause, a BRB, and then we'll see where we go from there. Thanks so much for everybody stopping by today, for everybody that's been supporting the stream and hanging out. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.